Let's all just talk about it, even if it's taboo. Don't try to walk around it, stand and face the truth.
Right, so here I am, once again, very happy to be here, obviously. Now, basically, we'll talk about end times quickly. Here I've got JC with me. JC, what's the plan?
Well, I say all cultures have this envisage this idea that we live in a world that's partly illusion,
Yeah.
and that there's a real world above kind of idea. We see this in films like Inception, where at the end there's a clue in the film that actually they're still in the dream world rather than the real world. We saw it in a recent episode of South Park using virtual reality, basically. And I would say to anybody, by the way, watch South Park. You want modern parables. That is just pure genius of South Park. And I would say, as Jesus Christ, you want to learn about the world, watch South Park. It's genius. So anyway, the time has come for this great change, what is called the seventh age, the age of the Messiah, the age of peace. When it says in the Bible there are 6 days of creation, on the seventh God rested. That's not those 6 days happen, then the rest of the time this stuff happens in this time. That is an executive summary. All of what happens subsequent to the Bible is happening within those 6 days, basically. So we're now about to come to the seventh day of creation, and this is when we will see the great change, that we return to our true state as souls or gods, and therefore are immortals. We are truly alive when we stop living in the realm of the dead, which is the realm where you have to reincarnate. While you're reincarnating, you don't truly live.
Yes, that's it. Crystalline beings, David, what I call it, yeah. Now, basically, our time has come. So, basically, that means we're at an end times, is it? Right now.
Yeah. What I say is, like in the Bible, Christ says, not even I know the appointed hour, and I can't tell you what moment it's going to change. I'm not going to pretend that. Getting a lot of signs about 2016 being a massive period of change. Really, my message is, because we don't know the appointed hour, is the time to prepare is now. Now, this is not about beating yourself up. It's about, if you've done something wrong, recognise you've done something wrong. If you've got to pay recompense, say sorry. And then you wipe your karmic slate clean. This is what we're in the situation. It's the kind of doomsday scenario. It's the kind of idea we almost see in something like Terminator 3. The universe has changed. There's nothing you can do about that. The Christ awoke. That triggered, the universal change. The dark side don't realise that's happening. They don't realise they've lost. That's part of the problem.
They've lost, yes.
Yeah, they've lost and they don't realise.
Well, if they realised, it'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it?
So what they now have to face is either being swamped with the most incredibly bad karma from several lifetimes,
yes,
or go through the process of repentance. And when I say repentance,
salvation.
Live in love.
Yes.
Live under the principle of love your neighbour as you love yourself, and everything will
annihilation, salvation.
Annihilation.
Yeah, so quite simple. So basically, we sum it up. Either you come on side, and you'll have the salvation aspect of life, and then you become a crystalline being and you get to live with the zero decay, and you get to live all this amazing stuff and amazing life in heaven. Or you decide that you do want to be annihilated, and in which case, basically, you're going to be annihilated, and you're not going to have an existence.
But that is the point. There is this idea
it's all clear.
In the new universe, there is a fourth realm for those who really have made the decision that it's not about love.
Annihilation.
But there's no life there. That's annihilation.
Exactly. It's complete annihilation.
If you can't see that it's about love, you're not going to be welcome in the new world.
This is actually spinning outside the whole galactic hole and actually becoming. We will eventually come back to God, but it's going to take a freaking while. Yeah. Luckily, they won't experience time, so it won't actually be like a time, because it's timelessness. But what it is actually, the thing is, we get to experience and carry on having consciousness, and when we all come back to the oneness eventually, after the eternity of having an immense amount of fun together, like me and Dave, we have a great amount of fun.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about fun, basically. And we talk about this period often being return of the goddess. Let's be clear, there's two goddesses. There's the goddess Mary, who is also Diana, Artemis. She is the goddess of Rome. Rome has a goddess. Patriarchy is based upon a goddess. That's how kind of bizarre it all is. But the goddess we're talking about the return of is the goddess Gaia, who, despite the claims of lots of red-headed women with bells on their skirts and blasphemy claiming that the reincarnation of Mary Magdalene are not the reincarnation of Mary Magdalene, because Gaia does not incarnate into this world. That is the meaning of the word virgin. You don't incarnate here. That's one of the meanings,
Clear, Dave,
So it's the return of that Gaia spirit, and let's be clear, this is the goddess of love, the goddess of sexuality, and the goddess of play. So it's about reversing what we've seen, particularly in the Western world, of the over-emphasised masculine, which in its simplest form is the doing of things all the time.
There's a trinity there, Dave. There's something sexuality. What was the other one?
Play? sex, love and play.
Sex, love, and play. Now, I think it's a great thing to have in life. You know what
I would say
lots
that
of sex,
you
lots
learn,
of love, and lots of play.
You learn more about yourself through sex, love and play than you will ever do through any form of work or training.
Listen to the master.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, Dave. That's why we love you. Obviously, quite clear the Messiah with a message like that. Now, obviously, what I've noticed here is that people are quite pent up with their sexual thing, but we'll come back to that later.
Yeah, well, people do. That's the one message I say to people out there. The problem with human beings at the moment is they need more sex.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah. Now, look, let's pause and have a consideration there, shall we?